Welcome back from the exercise. Let's take a look at our solution. Now, do not worry if your solution is quite different from mine. With time, we will learn how to optimize our code. The first thing I did was to import status bar from expo status bar. Be reminded that expo status bar is a library on its own from expo. Because we'll be rendering GSS elements. What are GSS elements? You know that if you are familiar to HTML, you can realize that our code is quite similar to HTML and CSS. But this is actually not HTML. This is what we call JSX. So we are getting this JSX from React. That is why we need to import React from React to get these JSX elements. Since we talked about safe area view and text and also view from the exercise, I have to import them into our code from the library React Native. We are not going to be using style sheet here, but if you use it, fine. Now inside our return function, so export default function app, what are we returning? So I am using fragments. Now these fragments for me represent the screen of my phone. When do we use fragments? We use fragments when we are rendering two components close to each other. What components am I talking about? You can see that I am rendering status bar and also safe area view close to each other. Now, this won't be possible without the fragments. So, mostly we use the fragments when we do not want to wrap the status bar and the safe area view in a view. If you do not want to wrap them in a view, we use what we call these fragments to wrap the components so that they can be close to each other. So the first thing I did was to call my status bar with a style of auto. The style of auto means that the status bar should adjust itself to the color of the screen. Then I have my safe area view. Within the safe area view, I have two views, the first view and the second view, each with a text. The first text is search and the second view has a text list. Now, let's look at how I have styled my safe area view. I gave the style of a safe area view a flex of 1. A flex of 1 means that it should take the entire screen under the status bar. So the safe area, to take the entire safe area under the status bar. In that, I also have the view. Now this view has a spacing around it. It could be any value. I gave it a space around it to be 16 and a background color of green. And it has the text search within it. So the space 16 will be around the search text. The same thing with the second view. It also has a spacing around it, which is 16, and a background color of blue. What you notice is that this background color blue takes all the remaining space under the first view. So the first view was the search view, and the remaining space was taken by the list view, which has been represented by the flex 1 over here. So this flex 1 ensures that it takes the remaining space under the first view, still within the safe area view. Now I close this safe area view over here. Now if you solved it in a different way, that's totally fine. With time, we get to optimize our code. So that will be basically it for this episode. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section. See you in the next episode.